10-step acquisition checklist. In this chapter, we're going to review a 10-step process to ensuring that an acquisition is properly integrated from the beginning to the end. The first step is to have an acquisition strategy, an actual plan around acquisitions and why they benefit your business. You need to have some criteria. So the strategy tells you why you're acquiring businesses, but the criteria tells you specifically what types of businesses to acquire. Once you have 1 and 2 in place, you can start step number 3, which is searching for a target. You actually build a target list and go about finding these companies and reaching out to them. There should be a planning process once you've started searching and speaking with these companies to actually plan for this acquisition strategy. Once your planning process has gotten to the point where you're actually talking to targets and have received financial information from them, you can start valuing and evaluating those opportunities. This is where you get into some real detail of financial modeling and valuation. After you've done your valuation and modeling of the business, you can start negotiating with the seller, trying to get the best price and make the acquisition as accretive to you as possible. Once negotiations are more or less complete and a price is agreed on, then a due diligence process begins. This involves confirming that the company's financials are as you expected them to be and that there are no hidden problems with the business. Finally, you enter into a purchase and sale contract once confirmatory due diligence is complete. Then financing can be put in place. In most cases, there will be some level of debt involved in the acquisition, but also preparing to issue shares if necessary, or to transfer the cash if it's a cash deal and the cash is on the balance sheet. And finally, integration or implementation. And in fact, number 10 opens up a new staircase. The integration staircase can be very long and very arduous. In fact, a lot of companies are probably over-optimistic about their ability to integrate businesses with their own. And what they thought were synergies may, in the short term, turn out to actually be increased costs, and hopefully over time get brought down and managed to really achieve the synergies that were hoped for. So this 10-step process should give you a pretty good idea of what it's like to work on mergers and acquisitions. If you're working in investment banking, you'll be involved in various parts of this process, most heavily around valuation, negotiation, and actual closing of the deal. If you work in-house in corporate development for a company, you'll be involved in all 10 of these steps. So this is very important for most careers in corporate finance that touch on M&A.